So in some kind of a way or another, all of us in this world want to have a liken to us. We want everything to like us. We want stuff that we like us back. We want to feel like we matter within our world. And you could say that's just any type of push by advertisement, literally ever. Always, at all time, there's going to be something kind of pushing some kind of an advertisement on any individual man that could try to convince him that he will be better off with this product. It'll better himself. It'll make him matter and more noticeable within his world. But this could not just be a product, it could be a certain mindset of changing, a certain way of speaking changing, any type of different aspect that is felt as unconfident to a man. So all of us, including myself, are just natural consumers within life. Some may consume way more than they really need. Some stuff is neglected to be consumed when it really needs to be consumed. But once you get it and you just let go into this full abundance that this universe is pushing constantly, you can find your speed. You can find your certain amounts. You can find what is more comfortable for your consumption in this life. And these vast different consumptions a man engages in within daily is what makes him him. All that coming aligned together, going at his exact amount, speed, tempo, that just makes him completely melt within the flow of life, is completely, truthfully, what he is. It's his authentic self. When I'm coaching, it's not per se that I need to push more of a masculine hold on the guy that I'm coaching about. No, it does hinder around those aspects of my coaching because I do coach guys, and a big deal with my teaching is fully on masculinity in men. But when I really get down to coaching and I need to figure out the baselines for a person that I'm coaching, I need to see a little authenticity show. I need to figure him out just a tad bit so I can go more forth in diving into a coaching session with someone. That's why it's standard. I know a lot of other coaches do the same thing, that when I first start questioning anyone that I go forth with a session, I do questionnaires that bring out a person's authenticity. Because down to the bottom root cause of it all a part of it, is if someone has a dilemma within their life, some type of a stem from that problem is because of their lack of authenticity. Them not acting themselves within their current reality because of a lack of likening to that self, or an act of obliviousness that has been neglected to themselves throughout many years. Because again, abundance, always pushing constantly, and it just keeps increasing faster and faster as years go on within this awesome universe we're in. But there's just one thing you really can't get away from, is how is it treating you? How's it feeling to you? What are you? What do you like that's going on? What is authentic to you? So guys, let's go over 4 quick things that can help you identify your true authenticity within your present day life. The first way to identify your authentic self within your present days is, how do you experience an experience? When you're going out and doing something, a certain activity that is kind of charmed to your liking, that maybe you've never done it before, maybe you've done it many times, take an account of how you're fully engaged within that activity, externally and internally. Is it bringing enthusiasm to you so internally that it's provoking an increased amount of action externally? That you are engaging with certain activities quite naturally? Or are you acting very unenthused with the activity going on? The actions taking place within the activity are just not amusing to you. They're kind of distasteful, which is more promptly provoked by internal thoughts that are also distasteful to you as well, and just bring you to the point of pointlessness within your head. It's not a natural feeling. It's not for you. The second thing to do when going out in your present days, discovering your authentic self, is to reflect. Reflect on the past activities that you've done before. Reflect on just the day you had today. Take a second and just take an account with everything. How do you feel physically? Are you sore in certain aspects? Are your clothes all roughed up, and does that matter to you at all or not? Are you thinking quite positively of what you've done today, as in do you feel accomplished about something you've done today? And how's your overall level of happiness? Is it satisfied? Do you instinctively remember certain points that brought you to the point of even happiness than other points within the activity you were doing that day? Were there certain holes during stuff you were doing that kept tripping you up, but you kept on lagging on to get through it, but you still somewhat had a good day? Or did you not even notice those holes that were kind of tripping you up because you were so enthused and engaged? It just felt natural. The third thing to look out for when identifying your authentic self within your present days is your judgment towards every aspect of anything that goes upon you within life. And what I clearly mean by judgment is not obviously judging anything that comes upon you, but taking into account of your inner values, your moral values, your cores. And it's very simple as that for deciphering this is, does it go with it or does it go against it? Do you have some wiggle room to where you can still keep those inner morals with you, engaging in certain activities that seem to kind of sway away from them because the enthusiasm that is brought on between that action and yourself? Or does it just not feel right? It kind of hurts you internally a bit inside. It kind of feels like it's almost a pain to do certain stuff that just does not feel natural. And the fourth thing to look out in your present days for what makes you your authentic self is making a decision within certain aspects of life. Life is constantly moving. There's no way of stopping it. It's literally the only thing that nobody ever can stop it. And in fact, it is the only thing that can stop anything else but itself. So don't pussyfoot around, make a fucking decision, man. Don't go out and keep engaging in activities that are just not you, thinking that it's gonna change every time you go. As in, don't go to the same bar you keep striking out at night, but you keep going back because you keep seeing different types of women or different activities that maybe this time it'll be completely different for me. They made it different this time. 3 strikes you're out, usually what I go by. I give people, activities, any type of thing that goes on within life that if I really have a feeling that I want to make it implemented within my life, I give it 3 chances. After the 3rd shot, if I'm just not with it, if it just does not meet my authentic self, I leave it alone. I walk away. I make a decision and I go on to something else. Don't believe nostalgia, smart talkers that are trying to sell you on certain ways that are just completely not yourself. If you're taking advice for certain products, try it on your own time. Personally, try it on your own time. Don't just keep buying abundance of certain crap that you don't need. It's just literally pushing yourself away from yourself till one day the people that are really close to you won't even recognize you, won't even see your authenticity at all anymore. And it's sad. But when you really take time, good, hard time, to figure out what authentically brings you to yourself within present life, following these 4 steps, naturally letting life take you into its clutches so you can feel out what speed is your speed.
Saint Perigine, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.